Hey everyone, Nathan Sutherland here with Becoming a Nun. Thanks for tuning in and listening. This first video of what I hope to be a series. And before I get started, I just want to thank everyone who has supported me thus far. Today I'm going to talk about becoming a nun, what my book is, and what I believe it means for society. So, Becoming a Nun is a book that I began writing 2 years ago on my own journey out of religion and into happiness, when I realized that there weren't very many books on just being free, being spiritual. There were lots of books on atheism, lots of books on different religions, but not really any book that talked about the journey that one takes away from their religion to where they are today. And so I decided to write, and I began writing as much to share my personal story as to help others. In my research, I realized that there are over 70 million Americans who claim none, 20 million of whom have begun doing so in the past 10 years. And while not everyone who has made that journey suffers the same difficulties as, say, I did, or even more so, like other individuals, I do think that by having a platform in which we can all share our stories, we can benefit as a group and society as a whole. So that's what I decided to do. In my book, I write about first about understanding your decision, then what you'll experience through that process, and I relate it to professionals in the field. So, for instance, in regard to losing friends or family members, I talk about my experience and how difficult it may be, and how it more than likely will happen. And then I also compare that to psychologists in the field who discuss relationships through a professional aspect. Then I kind of talk about what I learned in my experience and how I personally overcame that difficulty. Again, I hope this book can help others. I hope it can be a sort of guiding light, something that people can look at and relate to and say, I'm going through that same thing or something very similar. I'm not alone. Because as you'll find in reading my book, there's so many more aspects to leaving religion than just saying I'm no longer Catholic or I'm no longer Mormon. If you're raised in a manner of being truly religious, the subconscious aspects of that upbringing can be very difficult to overcome or to understand. They don't always need to be overcome, but they do need to be understood. And so again, that's what I hope to achieve through this video series, through my Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. And by July 1st, I plan to release my book on Amazon Marketplace. And by July 1st, I want to start helping people, sharing my experience. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and please subscribe to my video below. You can look me up at Becoming a Nun. Thank you. Have a good day. Bye.